Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay, I think we're live.
Can you hear me, Waylett?
I can't really hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, but it looks like I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
It's gonna be like yesterday. We'll be fine.
Cool. Well, welcome. We got a Prep League matchup between, actually not Prep League, a big state matchup, big crosstown matchup, big rivalry matchup between Benedictine and Trinity. On the mound for the Titans today, we got Jalen German. Jalen committed to pitch at Coastal Carolina. He comes in, got a nice tail end fastball. I think that'll be his best pitch.
I've actually never seen him throw before, so I'm super excited to be here watching it.
Yep.
Here we go.
Here we go, Jalen.
Up for Benedictine, we got number 12, Easton Ogle. The senior. First pitch is that's a something for strike one. Thank you.
Bless you, Waylett.
Thank you, Matthias.
A little low, maybe?
Yeah, a little low. We got 1-1 now. Titans coming in today, hoping to end the recent skid. They currently sit.
Launch that
That's
one.
a well-hit ball into left field. Yeah, that's a stand-up double by the leadoff hitter. That looks like Deacon Scogan in left field. I think he's getting his first varsity start for the day, as Vinny Fiske has a strained wrist.
Next up for the Cadets, we've got number 2, Nathan Smith.
Nathan, also a senior. Jalen on the mound, just trying to keep the guy to second, not let it. Thank you. Not let anyone else score. That was low for ball one.
It's fine. I'll stand.
Okay.
Hop on in here.
Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
We can't really hear anyone.
Yeah, I can't hear anybody, but it's the same as yesterday.
We're there.
Okay.
Make it work.
Just be there. I'll double check.
That's another bunt.
Bunt?
That's chopped up. Evan Mackey in foul. Fair ground. He
Gets the
throws
first
to
out.
first.
That's Rodre, man. Great football player. Gave our team work during the state semifinal
It
game.
just was not.
Here we go, Jalen.
Now for up at bat, we got number 7, Luke Moore.
Lefty.
Is that ultimately updated?
Uh,
I guess we can update it there too.
yeah. Okay. Titans really trying to limit the damage, not let the run score from third. Jalen's gotta work here. First pitch just misses the outside corner for ball one.
We're good. The audio is in check.
Audio is in check. Okay, we got confirmation. I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. Can't really see in and out though from where we're sitting. And that's fouled into the Benedictine dugout. Counts 1-1.
Here we go, Jalen.
Titans had a rather unfortunate loss to Woodbury Forest yesterday.
Yeah, you see that.
Yep, definitely.
Definitely needs to be a bounce back game for them,
Yeah.
especially heading into the state tournament coming up soon.
Go to the bunt again. Another foul ball.
Yep. So now 1-2. He definitely won't be butting again here. But yeah, I think this is a must-win game if the Titans are looking to get in the state championship, in the state tournament for the first time in a number of years. The pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-2 count for Jalen German. Oh, that pitch is high.
Full count here.
Yup.
At the end, if you're Jalen, at this point, you just want to put the ball in play, make him swing.
Yeah, definitely. Titans defense, the outfield from left to right is Deacon Scogan, Cole Hartley, and Rocco Fiske. Oh, and that's a low and outside for ball 4 as he walks him. And then infield, we got Clay Bailey at third, Jackson Hobbs at short, Tegan Logan at second, Owen Geeson at first, and Evan Mackey behind the plate.
I mean, Wade, like you alluded to, this is a must-win. I mean, this is really the beginning of the playoffs for the Titans. They need, if they don't win today, they're probably not going to make the playoffs after that loss to Woodbury.
I think the only game they have on schedule is Woodbury again, and with the record Woodbury has, a win there wouldn't really change much.
Yeah, really
a loss would only hurt them, which we saw, I believe, yesterday. But this is really it right here.
Yeah, and they started off the season really strong. I think 12-1 or 13-1, and then it's just been a string of really bad games. Just not been able to. Yep, that's bunted foul. Good work by Evan Mackey on getting the ball before it trickles out, or trickles fair. At bat right now, we got catcher number 14, Luke Kincaid, the sophomore from Benedictine.
I believe the current state standings before the updated poll is Benedictine at 9. So they are both they're in the play-in spot. So as of right now, the Titans would be hosting a home game. Obviously, if Benedictine beats them, that will change. There's a hit.
Oh,
wow!
That was right back to Jalen. Couldn't get it home in time, and that scores one for Benedictine.
You hate to give up that run early if you're the Titans, but
in and out. It's going to be in and out.
That was a well fielded ball by Jalen, just right after the runner at home. I know you're wanting to get the out there, but sometimes it's better to get the sure out at first, because now you got one out, first and second.
Yeah, the kid's got wheels, so he got there quick.
Yep. Oh, and that's another foul into the Benedictine dugout. It's a nice one-handed snag out there.
The name of the game for the Titans right now is put a Band-Aid on the, minimize the bleeding right here. They give up a run early, try to get out of this inning, only giving up that one run.
Hey.
Going to be.
Oh. He got him!
What
a play!
That's what you like to see. Well done. Quick thinking by Evan Mackey. Absolute laser across the shortstop Jackson Hobbs. And well done by the Titans.
That was a huge second out by the Titans. Now it's 1-1 for the Titans with we're on our first 2 outs.
Yeah, not only was that out huge, but you're getting a base runner off a second. That's that's nothing to scoff at.
Another swing and a miss. Yeah, and also I give props to Jackson Hobbs out there short. That was a really wonderful getting the tag down.
Absolutely, he's a math class demon, and it carries over the baseball field.
That was sliced foul for count still 1-2.
Not to mention Hobbs had to really stay. He had the cadet sliding into him, being able to keep that composure.
Averett signing.
Yup.
And the Titans get off the field here. They gave up one run. You don't like to see that, especially
this early
first inning. But that was their chance to bounce back. They were able to take down the Cadets earlier in the year. They were able to score a decent amount of runs. I believe it was 9-5. We're going to check that right now. But we know this team can score. They've been in a little bit of a slump recently, but this team can score. So
if they get hot, they're going to stay hot.
Definitely.
And I would look to see if they come out early swinging and see if they can get this lead going.
For the Cadets on the mound, they got Jake Wise. Pretty sure he's the senior is a Virginia Tech commit, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if he's going somewhere.
He's definitely one of the better pitchers in the Richmond area.
Yeah. So last time out, April 1st, April Fools, they played Benedictine, beat them 6-2.
I think that was at Benedictine
as well. It was at Benedictine.
Yep.
Now, the Titans.
Much more favorable.
The Titans have not been a team to break 10 runs regularly. So they're going to really earn their win today by keeping Benedictine to low runs. And, we know they can put up 6,
He is
7
going
runs here.
Okay,
We have confirmation that Jake Wise is committed to play baseball at Virginia Tech next year.
Yep. He comes in with a really coiled delivery. Shows the changeup right here. Yep.
If you're a baseball fan, this is a great matchup to see. You've got two pitchers on the mound going to high-level D1 programs, and a third, Boston McLeod, in the dugout today. But I mean, it's going to be a lot of firepower on the mound. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, when you think of baseball conferences, the ACC and the SEC are where you think of, and these guys, both of these guys are big players that are going to the next level in those very reputable conferences.
I mean, Coastal's not even in one of those conferences. They're still one of the best programs in the country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've been consistently in the top 25 the whole entire year.
Yeah, Jake Wise, just looking at him, doesn't really have a big wind up. He's really compact. Now we got sophomore Deacon Scogan, number 13 at the plate. Pretty sure making his first varsity start.
Yeah, Deacon Scogan has been a threat all year for the JV squad, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. And then also, he's also gonna be our starting varsity quarterback next year. If I had to guess, he's looking to lay down a bunt right now, trying to get on base with his wheels. Here comes strike one.
Here we go, White. Let's go, Titans. Get after it.
And that's a ball low. Count 1-1.
Here we go, Titans. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go, baby.
Oh, and that strike clips the bottom of the zone. Now you're in a must-swing situation for Deacon. Gotta get the bat on the ball. I know he has wheels. See if you can beat out like an infield single or something.
Yeah, all these pitches.
And that's a chopper.
Get there.
And that was a chopper to short, well fielded and well fielded by the Benedictine shortstop to get Deacon at first.
He almost made it to you. You were talking about his wheels. He almost
he almost
beat
had
the ball
that.
there.
Megan Logan, and a big part of this team who joined this year, I believe.
He was actually on the team his freshman year.
Really? He stopped playing because of his back.
Yeah, he wanted to focus on football, but now football is done for him for Trinity and wants to get one last good season in. He brings in a lot of playoff experience with two state championships and
against Benedictine as well.
Yeah.
Both of those wins came against the Cadets.
Curveball outside and low.
Here we go, Tegan. Let's go.
Yeah, Tegan. Tegan was starting his freshman year, took a break, and now coming back. I think that's a really, really impressive athletic feat for him.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one of the brutal
starting up this game hot.
Yeah, one of the brutal things about the way he pitches is he never goes high with it. It's if it's in the strike zone, it's gonna be low, and it's kind of hard to predict just how low it is.
Yeah, definitely got some control on that. And that's another chopper to third. That's barehanded. Oh, I was just gonna say that's a pretty play by the Titans third baseman, number 12.
That third baseman.
Easton Ogle. Oh no, number 4, Jack Canavas. Yeah, that was a smooth bare hand to.
Yeah, those are two quick outs that both some not really the hits you're looking for.
Now Cole Hartley at bat for the Titans.
Yeah, gonna be a Milligan Buffalo.
Actually never.
Yeah, it's a NAIA school in Tennessee. But yeah. Oh wow. He watches ball 1 go for 1-1 count.
Here we go. Let's go, Cole.
Coming in here with 2 outs.
We're gonna miss.
It's a swing. He
swing
went way over that. Looked like some sort of off speed. But yeah, not what you're looking for. Now it's time to shorten up, stay compact, and try and get the bat on the ball. And the pitch is low for ball
Get
2.
to the dirt.
Yep.
Here we go, Cole. Here we go, Cole. Come on, Cole. Let's go, Titan. Let's go, White. Here we go, Titan.
And that swung on, missed for.
Goes down swinging.
Yep. That's one thing I say the Titans really need to get on top of today is they have a lot of strikeouts. I think they had, if I'm not mistaken, they had 10 yesterday at Woodbury. That's just a really hard way to win a game.
Yeah, I think, going into the bottom of the first, they already down 1 run. You would have liked to at least see someone get on base, I think, for the first inning. That's not really the start you're looking for, especially coming off of a lot of tough losses. So, I mean, we've seen the Titans, once they get settled into the game, they're a little bit better. So the earlier they settle in, the earlier they can get their footing, the better. And if you're a Cadets fan watching at home, you really got to take advantage of the Titans being down, keep your foot on the gas. Cadets put the Titans in a tough spot in the first inning, but we're only able to get 1 run out of it. So now the question is, can they convert on more of these opportunities and punish the Titans for the mistakes?
Yeah, if you just notice, very contrastingly, Jalen German's got a really big arm swing, gets way extended, and then throws. Just which is really different from how Jake Wise likes to pitch.
Yeah.
That's a good throw down to short by Evan Mackey, sophomore catcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, top of the second, about to commence here.
Yep, if you're just joining us, we got a really wonderful pitching matchup between 2 Division I commits, Jalen German and Jake Wise. Benedictine was able to jump on one early, scoring a comebacker to the pitcher. And the 1-0 pitch is swung on and mishandled by Owen Geeson at first. I think they'll count that as an E3 in the book.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it. A lot of these chances that other teams have been getting late in the year from the Titans have been from their own errors. It hasn't been like huge home runs have been hit or even a lot of walks. It's been misses in the outfield where the Titans haven't been able to bring in the ball, and then it just allows a chance that shouldn't have been a thing in the first place.
And that is swung on by number 20. Red Taylor swung on and sent to the backstop for foul ball and strike 1. And that ball is high. Tried on the back pick by Evan Mackey to no avail.
One count.
Nice.
And that was a nice pitch, yeah. Swung on for strike 2. Trying to get an out here. Trying not let this run on first from advancing. You can see ball's up. Jalen's a lot more likely to miss high than Jake Wise. Yeah, but it's unfortunate because if you leave one not high enough, it's right in their wheelhouse for them to drive. Ooh, I don't know where
that one.
Yeah, I don't know where that one was. As Tucker says, as we always say, yeah. most biased commentators in the 804, so
Yeah,
every
well,
call should have gone the Titans' way,
Oh, yeah,
including that one.
We're going to go towards.
Oh, and that
There's
is
a hit.
fly ball to right field, and that hits the wall. Rocco Fiske was given chase. They cut it, and that's a double for the.
And that is just another momentum builder for the Cadets. You know, that's not a hit you want to give up. And now 1 on second, 1 on third for the Cadets. At the top of the second inning. What a hit that was, though.
I know, but when you get into a 2-strike count, giving up a double like that, he really was able to wait on that and drive it to the opposite field. Just
already we're seeing 2 or 3 long that hits. I feel like it's only a matter of time for back fence.
Yeah, with the way it's looking right now.
now
firing it.
now up. You got third baseman number 4 lays down a bunt, and that is foul. Gathered by Owen Geeson. Yep, this is third baseman number 4, Jack Canavas, the senior. Made a good play in the field earlier to get taken out, and now he's trying to bunt in a run as he looks to third for the signs. And the 0-1 pitch is just misses outside, it looks like, for ball 1. But yeah, he's definitely looking for the bunt here. Yeah, it shows bunt already. Takes it back, and that's ball high. As we're talking about, this game has some big playoff implications. Looking around, other Titan athletics are in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Both soccer and girls lacrosse are up at Stab for
both at
LIS semifinal games. That was another foul ball there. And then on campus, no, not on campus. Softball tomorrow? Today?
Softball's tomorrow at St. Catharines.
I believe that's the LIS championship.
Final,
Yeah.
That's going to be a great game. The St. Catharines only beat our team 2-1 the last time they were out.
Those are the 2 premier softball teams in the 804.
Yeah, definitely. And then lacrosse is wrapping up their season with an exhibition against. Oh, and that's another shot to right field. Diving catch by.
He got him.
And he got him.
What a play.
What a play.
They play out of the Titans. Quick thinking. Evan Mackey in the right place. Great catch and quick reaction time. Well done from the Titans.
Yeah.
Put that together. So that's the momentum that the Titans need.
So that was
what seemed like a terrible situation. 1 on second, 1 on third has been nullified by the Titans. Well done.
So yeah, that was a diving catch by Rocco Fiske out in right field. Way to get it in and get the runner tagging home. Now to bat is number 17, Owen Smith for the Titans.
Here we go, Jalen.
And that is swung on foul for strike 1.
Another foul.
Let's go.
Yep, 1-2 count. Jalen told to slow down on the mound. Oh, and that's swung on up the middle, gathered by Tegan Logan, and that is slow. Slow to get there. Throw to third. It's late.
Well done for the Titans to not lose control of the ball there.
Yep.
In a couple of games that they played within the past 2 weeks, they've made some ambitious throws across the field, trying to sneak it out, and it ended up just costing them 1 or 2 extra runs that they shouldn't have given up. So despite them not getting to out there to encouraging to see them not, make any more errors. Definitely.
Oh, and that is swung on by number 12, Easton Ogle, the leadoff hitter. Swung on, yeah, out foul. And that's a comebacker to Jalen German. 2-0 Gieson for out number 3. That was excellent baseball from the Titans to get out of that unscathed as we go into the bottom of the second.
Yeah, name of the game now is, can you even get? You got to get someone on base. I think that's the starting point here. They, I mean, like you said, I've got to avoid the strikeouts. If you really, the Titans, they swing at a lot of pitches that maybe they don't need to, and these strikeouts kill them. So just getting on base is a good start, and ideally put up some points in this inning, make this game a little bit more competitive.
If y'all are Premier League fans, PSG just beat Arsenal 3-1 on aggregate with a 2-1 win today.
Yeah, that's sending the Champions League final to be PSG Inter Milan. It's going to be a battle of two teams that I don't think a lot of people had in the final.
Yeah, as a casual soccer fan myself, I'm surprised there's no Premier League or La Liga teams in the final, as those are like the two dominant leagues in Europe. Yo, when is MLS gonna get a team in the Champions League?
You can't.
Well,
It's just European.
Yeah, it's just European.
It's only European?
They are doing, I believe they're doing the
Yeah,
FC.
They do a club World Cup, which there are 2 MLS teams in there. And I believe the first couple games are going to be in the United States.
Oh wow!
Be pretty cool, yeah. Pitcher Jalen German up to bat for the Titans.
That is shot foul right over the back.
Jalen German, I believe, has 4 runs this year, or home runs. So this kid can swing. He makes the right contact. Titans could get a run early.
Yeah, definitely got the pop. Yeah, the Titans have a rather small ballpark compared to other schools in the area, especially out there in right field, where although the wall is tall, it's very short, and that's a hard line drive to right field, but caught by the Benedictine right fielder, number 13, Josh Babcock.
Here we go, Benny!
Vinny Fischke up to the plate. Vinny, last time they played St. Chris here at home, they hit a home run. See, can he do it again?
Yep. He had yeah.
Wait, he's going to George Mason, isn't he?
Yes, he recently just committed to George Mason. He has been a really impactful transfer player for the Titans, giving some depth to this rotation behind the two wonderful arms of Lawson McLeod and Jalen German.
Yeah, the Freeman transfer.
Yep. His brother also on the team are right fielder Rocco Fischke, who I think he might be pinch hitting for today. Yep. And then he's got a twin sister who is a anchor of our basketball team, Frances Fischke, the point guard. Tipped foul.
I mean, swinging at everything.
It looked like he was going to let that one come by, and then he realized he was going to big zone.
Yep.
Strong enough to get
Yep.
keep the effort.
Definitely a better looking approach than what I heard he had yesterday. Despite he thought it would be an easy team, so he was swinging for the fences every time as he gets one blown by him. Hey, here comes.
Already jumping up to 2 outs is not what you want to see.
Titans have not been able to get anything going against Chickwise. Yeah, I guess we could say he is going to Virginia Tech for a reason. He is a pretty good pitcher.
Without a doubt.
Definitely mowing down the Titans here today.
Then Hobbs up to the plate.
Able to check his swing for a ball. 1-1 count. He swings on 1 for strike 2. Count is on 1-2. Titans' name of the game here is just get bouncing the ball. We had some hard contact from Jalen German earlier this inning, but other than that, it's been some just weak contact. We like 2 dribblers to the left side of the infield, and then 2 strikeouts.
Bit high on that one.
Let's go, Titan. Come on, White.
Yeah, I think if you're Jackson Hobbs here, you don't want to go out on a swing and a miss. You want to maybe try and get a walk here.
Yeah, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs, and that is swung on
There
for
it
strike
is.
3.
Goes out on a swing. Another
Yep.
strikeout for the Titans.
Looked like some sort of off speed.
Big Wise is come to play that he is not messing around with these pitches. He's got to have at least 3 or 4 strikeouts first 2 innings alone.
Yeah, I think that's strikeout number 3
Yeah.
as we head into the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, torching the Titans early. They have really struggled to get anything on offense, and I mean that's been the story of.
Anyone
this
gotten on
latter
base
half of the
yet?
season.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
This has really been the story of the latter half of their season. I mean, you know, against a very weak Woodbury team, only able to get 1 run up against them, and considering the early successes, you know, I'm not really sure what has been going wrong for them as of late.
Yeah, another loss we can point out that's really is a really demoralizing loss as their 10-0 loss to Homeschool.
Homeschool a good team?
I think they're a good team objectively, but like
They're not 10-0 runs better than our team.
Yeah.
and also losing to Homeschool. Homeschool's supposed to be your walk in the park.
Okay.
Well, yeah, this homeschool we did play is definitely one of the better teams.
I know some like the other.
Yes, because a lot of these guys, you know, potentially are not in school because of how good they are at sports. But you know, you also do get those homeschool that are very.
Yep, I know.
It was good
That
contact.
ball's
from
gonna get
Roderick.
through.
And
My freshman year on JV, we played a homeschool team, and Clay Bailey was able to get 2 home runs against them. Both giant shots over the left field wall. That was an absolute mauling.
yeah, so I mean, the duality of homeschool teams, obviously. You know, you don't like to give up that run early, or that hit, excuse me, to first early, but that's a great line drive down the middle by Roderick.
And he's stealing. Just laid by Evan Mackey, and can't quite squeeze it from Jackson
D1
Haas.
speed right there.
Yeah.
Say he's a
JMU.
Yeah, JMU.
Yeah.
JMU football signee.
Uh,
Whether he'll be
hold
playing
up.
wide receiver, DB there, but
According to our roster, it says that's Nathan Smith. Number 2.
definitely Roderick. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess our
I
roster
think
might
that
be a little
roster's wrong, 'cause
outdated.
just-
we did just
we saw him before the game.
Okay. Yo.
I don't think there's a lot of guys on that team that we could confuse with Roderick.
Yeah. And the pitch is high for a ball. No advance as it gets away from Evan Mackey. Getting eaten alive today. Sure you don't want to sit down, Matthias?
Oh, no, I'm fine, man.
Cool. What a selfless guy. That's bobbled by Owen Geeson, but he's able to get to the bag. So now that's 1 out, runner on third.
Now for the Titans, that's sorry, but now a runner on third for Cadets. Dangerous position for the Titans. You really can't give up another big player else.
It looks like Coach Chris Garrity's bringing the infield in.
Yeah, after what we've seen from the Cadets so far, they've been laying down bunts in these situations. The runner on third.
Yeah, and that gets away from Evan Mackey and late to the plate as a run scores.
So these errors for the Titans again, plays where it's not necessarily the other team out playing the Titans, it's the Titans beating themselves, and we've seen that a couple of times now where Mackey has bobbled a ball, and it's led to big runs for the opposing team.
Yep. Now the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike one, as another one does trickle out the glove of Evan Mackey.
Big swing there.
Swing on and a miss.
Two count here.
And that is swung on and missed for strike three as we throw it around. And that's 2 outs for the Titans. Now really trying to get out of the inning here.
Get another inning for the Titans that they probably wish they could have back. But Jalen German's starting to heat up. He's been throwing some missiles here. He's been striking them out.
And that is handled by taking Logan third at first for the Titans. 3 outs. Sends us to the bottom of the third. Taking Logan is committed to play football at Hampton Sydney. Do you think he'll be starting next year, or do you think we got a couple years till we see him in some games?
It's a good question. Tegan, very capable QB. He's very mobile, and especially at the level, at the college level, the mobile QB is becoming more and more of a thing. Now, at a program like Hampton Sydney, you truly never know where he'll end up. So I think he has a legit chance at potentially getting some minutes next year. But if it's not his freshman year, I think definitely by sophomore year he might be able to establish himself in the lineup.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of guys headed to Hampton Sydney. I believe
we do.
3 or 4 maybe going to play football, and then
I think we got Greg Gallagher on the lacrosse side.
And Tony Benitez playing baseball there.
Tony Benitez, Mason Patrick going to play basketball there.
And then Ashton Lawler going to play football.
Yeah. Big group of guys going to play sports. A couple other guys going there as well for the experience.
Students, yeah. One of the baseball players, Jack Norman, also gonna be attending Hampton Sydney in the fall.
Right now, fellas, not much more we can say. Bottom of the third, Titans. You gotta score runs to win the game, and they need. And the way you score runs is first by getting on base. That's gotta get on base here. Yep. Titans have gone 6 up, 6 down right now. Jake Wise just been really untouchable up there.
He has been on fire so far. So far, perfect game.
Usually you don't mention that on air.
That's why I'm mentioning it.
You trying to jinx it?
Yeah, Titans get a hit here.
Yep.
It'd be cool to see one, but
yeah, but also I do want the Titans.
We gotta be biased. So
yep. It'd be a cool experience, but also you really need must-win game for the Titans. So rather not. I don't know if y'all know this, but Harvey Haddix was a pitcher for the Pirates back in the 40s, maybe 50s. But he threw a perfect game through, I think, 12 innings and gave up a run in the bottom of the 13th to lose the game.
Brutal.
I know. So technically, he got 12 innings of perfect baseball, and it doesn't go in the record books. It's an unfortunate story.
Go 0-2 count, starting off for our own geese.
Big guy.
And the pitch is low
Just a
for
bit.
a ball.
Outside.
I think that.
You count.
Yep. And the pitch is swung on. Drop third. We're gathered by the Cadets catcher and third and first for first out.
Titans. Oh, we have to get on base. Put up the first out there.
Now we got-
Owen did well to run up the count there, but ultimately unable to
And now we got
make a play.
Clay Bailey up at bat. He got a hit yesterday at Woodbury, one of the bright spots in the game, leading the team with a 357 batting average.
Really?
Yeah. Doesn't get it. He doesn't have the same number of at-bats as the rest of the team, but he does. He has made the most of when he is there. Oh, and I think he went around.
That's a tough one to get.
Yeah, I mean that's a very high pitch.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that you got to just take the ball.
Yeah. That was one of the, I think, few mistakes I've seen from Jake Wise, as that is sent foul. I think he hasn't thrown very many uncompetitive pitches. That ball high, what?
That's really been the first one he's missed high.
Yeah.
And yet, still able to get a strike out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is a ball low. Count is now 2-2. And that is pitch is low for ball three. Full count now for Clay Bailey.
Clay Bailey giving him trouble up at bat. Let's see, can he be the first to get on base here?
Yeah, Clay Bailey is also really an accomplished person in the classroom, being in the top 10 for juniors. As that
There
is
we go.
ball four.
Hey, my jinxing it worked.
I know, Clay Bailey, first base run of the
done it.
game.
He's done it first to get on base for the Titans in this game, and now could the momentum be turning?
Yeah.
We will see.
That was a really competitive at bat. Way to get him throwing some pitches. Our coach from a couple years ago had a thing called QABs, quality at bats, and where you're trying to get the pitcher to run up his pitch count, try to advance runners, get on base, and that was a QAB from Clay Bailey.
I like that.
Titans dugout definitely getting excited for Evan Mackey. See if we can get something going here in the bottom of the third.
Only a sophomore, but he's been playing a lot for the Titans this year.
Especially
It'll be
with,
exciting to see him the next year, and then his following senior year.
yeah, especially with Tony Benitez out with a
He's been
concussion.
splitting. Most of the year he's been splitting with Tony Benitez.
Yeah.
But,
Tony's been out for the past couple weeks.
and then the next 2 years he'll have that catcher role all to himself.
Back. And the pick over from Jake Wise is unsuccessful.
Clay Bailey's just too fast.
Yeah, Clay Bailey, speed demon on the bases.
Math demon in the classroom.
He is dangerous once he gets up to the base here.
And the pitch is high. High for ball two, actually. 2-1 count for Evan Mackey. That was another rare, uncompetitive pitch. But maybe he wasn't happy with how close Mackey was standing. Oh, and that is roped, but gathered by shortstop. He goes to second for 1. Not able to turn the double play.
And the Titans kind of traded out for the same spot they were just in, having someone at first base. But and now top of the
order with Deacon Scogan. He had a chopper to shortstop, which he got out by half a step. Yeah, definitely trying to scare Jake Wise off, maybe get on base anyway, including a hit by pitch. Yep. And he shows bunt, pulls back, and that's a ball.
Mackey just makes it back. The ball comes.
That was a risky play by Evan Mackey, I'd say.
The Titans aren't really in a spot to be risking it. In my opinion, stay on base. Don't.
I mean, with 2 outs, you kind of have to
try to get something going.
If not, you're just leaving Mackey stranded if Scogan gets out here.
Oh, and that gets far away from the catcher, but gathered by Jake Wise.
Yeah, 14 bounce there.
Yeah, that was a nice bounce. Usually that's a base for Evan Mackey. Gets him to second. You gotta head out soon with us, right?
Actually, I'll probably be here till like 6.
Okay.
I thought I'd be there at 6, but
I'll
be here a little bit longer.
What you got going on tonight?
I get to talk with. We're having like a little beach week meeting.
Nice.
Talking with everybody about beach week.
3-1 count, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Deke Scogan doing what they need him to here. Full count.
Yeah. Full count for Deacon.
Another quality at bat you were talking about. Full count.
Yo. And full count. Mackey will be running here. And that is pop
one back again. Almost hits a truck.
Umpires asking for refill on baseballs. And another foul. Yep, Deacon just keeps fighting him off.
Good as well because it's been aware Jake Wise out a little bit.
Yep.
The longer these at bats go on, more where his arm's gonna get, and will make the possibility of him getting pulled early.
Yeah, that's definitely something the Titans are looking for.
I'm gonna keep an eye on for sure.
Another full count offering from Jake Wise. Oh, and that is in there for strike 3. That's an
Still
unfortunate.
firing.
Yup, unfortunate at bat for the Titans.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Deke did a good job of, and like we said, kind of wearing down.
I believe we have a
Wise
pitching
there.
change for the Titans. Lost McLeod, number 22, LSU commit on the mound now. Jalen German has moved to first base.
And Owen Geeson moved to third base, which means Clay Bailey is taken out.
Yeah, you know, in a game where you really gotta give it your all for, you know, you can't lose. You're okay throwing in your guys that you might rest if it's against any other opponent, but
Yeah,
when you're down
this is a
2-0,
must-win situation.
you gotta throw in your guys.
Yeah. I mean, McLeod has been one of the best pitchers in the state. Fastball, I believe it's mid-90s now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not many batters have faced speed like this. So, I mean, we'll see how the Cadets are able to react to this. I like the move, though. I think the Germans started out a little slow, maybe. And you give up 2 runs early. You want to bring your guy in that has consistently been a force for you on the mound. Not to say that German has not been a force. He's been exceptional this year, but the slow start, switching it up, I think could pay off very well for the Titans. I believe that's the only change that have been made for the Titans so far.
Yep.
Everyone else.
Baseball is a sport, unlike most others, where you just really stick with your core guys for the majority of the game. Not really many subs in or out.
I mean, with the Titans having such a talented pitching group of guys, the move, I mean, it's not that big of a move because of how good and consistent they've all been.
Is Benitez, is he still hurt?
Yeah, he's still got a concussion.
He's got a concussion, yeah.
Yeah, he took a ball to the face a couple weeks ago. Tony Benitez is starting catcher for the Titans. But, I mean, I've talked to him. He seems fine. Should be hopefully ready to play by senior night and
Yep, senior
hopefully
night.
the playoffs.
Senior night being Friday. I don't know if we're broadcasting that one, but if you're around, come out. It really means a lot when people show up for your
I
senior
believe
night.
they're playing Woodbury Fort.
Yup.
Might be broadcasting the lacrosse. I've heard talks of lacrosse, the boys lacrosse game being
Against-
broadcast that day.
Against James River. Yeah, that'll be a big game.
Last game for the lacrosse program. Fundraiser memorial game for both programs.
Yup.
That one misses high.
You know, it might take Lawson a second to get into his flow, but it's a little warm. He's definitely deadly.
And that is pitches in there for strike 1. Yeah, you can see there's even between these two 90-mile-an-hour pitchers, there's a difference in speeds as number 10, Nate Sanders was late on that one.
One down early.
Man,
Already the pitching change coming into play here.
and he's going to LSU for a reason,
Yeah.
and we witnessed it there.
That first pitch is up and in for ball 1. And I think he went around, and yeah, that's strike 1.
I think that's the right call. I mean, that's what happened with earlier with the Titans on that high pitch.
A little
at,
bit inside, look like. And that speed on these pitches are very impressive.
Yeah, definitely. So that is in there for strike 2. Lawson, over his next couple of years, will have to grow on command. Sometimes he'll get a little out of it and not be able to put him in there for strikes. But either way, just the speed he brings is.
2 batters, 2 strikeouts already.
Yep, is really menacing. As Titans throw it into left field.
2 strikes for the Titans. Have not a lot of base hit yet. That's they're starting to flip the script by the looks of it.
That pitch
one
is
looked
in
good,
there
yep.
for a strike.
Yeah, you can just feel whenever a pitching change happens and it starts to go in the other team's favor. You can feel the momentum start to shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely different because
The cadets are rattled.
the first 2 innings, Benedictine had their way. Multiple hits, scoring 2 runs, and then now.
Yeah, they look
Three
like
strikeouts.
they look like a horse on ice.
Yep, 3 straight strikeouts from McLeod.
Lost McLeod does what he does best. Comes in, makes the play, and if you're a Titans fan, you got to be feeling good about that inning, or that
Definitely.
that half of the inning. And now, bottom of the 4th, here come the Titans. Can they finally put a run on the board?
Remind me, they play full 9 or do they play 7?
They play 7.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Maybe I'll be here for the full game. I don't know how fast these innings go. See how far away.
Ideally, for the Titans, the innings take a long time.
Yeah.
Want to see
The
him put
Titans
some
at bats
runs.
for sure. Long Titans at bats and then short cadet at bats.
Yeah, we got top of the order back out there for the Titans with Tegan Logan, Cole Hartley, and Jalen German. 3 college athletes, 3 really successful hitters up there.
Yeah, these are the guys you want to put some points on the board.
No changes yet. The cadets. Just how much longer Big Y stays in.
Coming in to the bottom of the 4th, Titans. This is a huge inning to get some runs on the board going into the last half of the game.
Look at a fan of the bat twirls.
That is in there for strike 1. Foul ball there. 0-2. Trying to get some base runner here.
Makes contact with that one.
Yep, and that is gathered by the Cadets right fielder. That's a second play that's gone out there, and Josh Babcock's been able to handle both of them.
And that was another great contact, but unfortunately just wasn't enough.
Yeah, this is Cole Harley up here. First pitch was a ball.
It's
from Hartley.
fair.
That's a shot down the line, and it's fair.
Going
he's,
2.
He's turning the base for 2, and he's in there for a
Makes
double.
it,
and he made
What
it.
a hit by Cole
I
Hartley
mean,
down
it
the
was
line.
risky to go for it, but my goodness, Cole Hartley with the wheels. He gets the second, lays out, puts his body on the line, gets there. What a play from Cole, and that's exactly what the Titans need to get back into this game.
Shows exactly why he is a future college athlete as well.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
It's a big time play. The Titans needed that.
Now you got
1 out.
fantastic hitter coming up, and then Jalen German.
And then Vinny Fiske, who also has a fair amount of pop in his bat. Oh, dang, I didn't know that. Oh, and that is over the head of the third baseman. Cole Hartley turning, and
That's going to be one.
He's
he
gonna
scores.
Cole Hartley delivers the first run for the Titans, and the momentum is starting to shift here. 2-1.
Sorry, y'all, I've had the wrong score up there all day. It was actually Benedictine with 2 runs, not Trinity.
That is a big time hit from your your junior pitcher. Just got pulled off the mound. Doesn't let that deter him, and makes a big time play, bringing a run for the Titans. Put them on the board.
Again, Hartley knew when he rounded that third base, he knew he just had to go, and he ripped it straight to home. Now we got Vinny Fiske up. Vinny Fiske wanted to go for it all there. If you're the Titans, it's only 1 out. Maybe slow down a bit. You don't have to swing at everything.
What?
Huh?
We fixed it.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Wiggins, very good with technology.
Well, I actually didn't see anyone else check me on that. Neither of my co-commentators, Tucker Tedderson or Matthias Rusi. They didn't even try and help me out.
Just a bit outside, look like.
1-2 count.
Pitches.
Just does enough to get
Slice
contact.
It
fell.
looked like he was trying to. Yeah, he was aiming at the Benedictine dugout.
Yeah, he definitely. That was definitely close to knocking someone out over there. Caught by third baseman, and then
double play there for the Cadets.
But still, Titans get 1 on the board. Sends up.
That's an encouraging inning. Getting
Absolutely.
on the board.
Shut him down at the top by Lawson McLeod.
Well, he'll look to do that again in this inning. Get the Titans back on offense. Some more runs up. I believe next for the Titans will be Jackson Hobbs.
Yep. And then also look at Nathan Berkman, really being a stand-up guy and getting the bat there.
Really. Yeah, I agree with guys. I think, to me, a 2-0 game versus a 1-2 game where you just put up a run feels a lot more encouraging for the Titans. And if they're able to have another great inning in the outfield, they can come in and you have a senior leader and by Jackson Hobbs, who can come in and he can make a serious play at bat. So
definitely, the momentum, at least from my perspective, has definitely made a shift. Like you look at both the dugouts. Cadet dugout a little bit less energetic than they were in the first 3 innings. Titans dugout much more active, vocal, and I think a lot of that has to do with getting that first run and having that quick top of the 4th inning in the cloud rebound.
Yeah. Definitely, Titans are going to be looking to do something as the game continues on. Hold up.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
free ice cream?
Number 17, Owen Smith up defense.
Yep, Titans defense is going to be looking the same here. Would have been a strike in there, but batter call time.
Now ready for the 90 mile.
I don't think you ever are.
How's that one back?
That one's going to go to the Woods foul ball. 1-1 count.
Nobody's ever finding that ball again. Straight to the trees.
Pitches. High for ball 2.
Correct me if I'm wrong with it. That kind of habit that you got when you're going that fast, it's a little bit harder to kind of have a handle on the ball, put it in the strike zone some of the time.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. As you throw harder, you just lose a little bit of your control. I know.
You kind of sacrifice the control for the speed.
Yeah,
and you kind of see balls like that we've had in the past.
Yeah, I know Aroldis Chapman, who is will be an all-star closer with he's been all around the league with the Royals and the Cubs and the Reds and the Yankees, I think most notably. But he'll be he's one. He throws like 104, 105, but he has no idea where it's going. You can tell that when he pitches.
Lawson, first at bat, he came out, walked the first Benedictine. So want to get back on the right footing here. Hopefully, could come in here and start hitting the strike zone a little more.
That'll end this inning, it looks like.
One out pitch. He swung on, fouled straight back.
That one almost right at our camera.
I know, that would be a shame if this camera got broken. This is our first year with the huddle camera from right behind home plate. I feel like it gives you a nice view of everything that's happening. Doesn't need a human operator.
Much better than the one we've had the past couple years. I believe, wasn't it like shooting through the net as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just tough visual. I'm just gonna have a little meeting on the mound to get him working down this top of the fifth.
Yeah, I think you risk. I think it's a great choice by the Titans coaching staff to take a break. 2-1 count, already giving up 1 walk to first. Get Lawson's head back, and hopefully prevent disaster from breaking out of this.
They obviously trust him a lot. That's why they're putting him in this game. They know what he's capable of.
And that slider is in there for strike 2. That was a really good pitch from Lawson, really competitive. And that
on that one.
Swung on, missed for a strikeout.
It's 4th strikeout in
4 outs.
Yeah.
He was the guy that made the diving one-arm catch, right? Or was that someone else?
You talking about football?
Yeah.
I believe so.
In the end zone?
He dominated us in that
State
that semifinal. I think he had some kick. He had both the kick return touchdowns. He was locked down as a cornerback on defense as well. Yeah. Excellent all-around athlete.
Pretty sure he had a diving catch into the end zone.
Yeah.
Which really transfers some momentum for the Titans.
I mean, he really was the reason that Benedictine team beat the Trinity team in that matchup. Everything was going the Trinity way until his kick return completely shifted the momentum.
Kick returns plural.
Yeah. Well, the first one specifically because I think Trinity was up 20-something to
21-7.
Yeah, 21-7, and then that happens, they get right back into it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he'll be looking to do something like that here and make a big play, shift the momentum back to the cadet. Faber.
That is outside for ball 3. No, ball 2. 2-2 on Roger Williams.
Another 2-2 count.
I was well done by Kevin Mackey to get there. That ball was very low.
If he doesn't make that play, the runner on first is easily making it second.
And that goes to the backstop as number 12, Easton Ogle advances to second.
That's a very high pitch at a loss, and you can't really blame Mackey on that one.
That's a tough one for a catcher to.
Yep, this will be a huge pitch for Lawson. If you can get an out here, you really help yourself, because first and second 1 out is a lot worse of a situation than just second 2 outs. He comes set, and the full count pitch is swung on and missed. Huge strikeout for Lawson McLeod to get us 2 outs here.
I mean, despite the high and low misses, he has been on fire so far.
Yeah, there it is. That's a confidence booster. Full count, able to convert there. Get another strikeout.
Here he comes, pitching against number 7, Luke Moore.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
This is one of the very few underclassmen this Benedictine squad has. Majority of their players are juniors. We only have 1 freshman on the squad. And on the Titan side, no freshmen. Looks like everybody is either a senior or junior. They've got only looks like 3 sophomores. Both very experienced older teams.
Yup, definitely. Lawson just worked himself into a 2-0 count. This is known as what's hitter count along with 3-1, where you're only waiting for something in your wheelhouse. Even if it is a strike, you're just waiting on it, hoping it's something you can drive, put a charge into.
Yeah, with 3-0 count now, I would not be surprised if guys just.
Yeah, probably got the take sign here. I will say, if I'm lost and giving up a walk is not the worst thing in the world, because then you set up a force at first, second, and third.
Yeah,
because you got an open base here.
I mean, on the flip side, you risk the chance of multiple runs coming in.
As ball 4 does come in and he goes to first.
You know, you're okay with that. He's set. And now you just gotta come out.
Number 14, Luke Kincaid playing catcher. This is the catcher for you guys today.
Lawson really. This will be a huge out from Lawson. Working back from a little bit of a little bit of a jam, but he can get out of here.
So far he's not giving up a hit. It's either been 2 walks and a handful of strikeouts.
Yeah, that is another strike. He has 5 strikeouts in 5 batters put out. The pitch is swung on foul. So now 0-2 count. I'd say he's a very streaky pitcher. It's either 3 balls for a strike that no one can touch, or like we saw last time, 4 that I wouldn't say aren't not competitive, but aren't super trying.
Either going right down the middle, or
Is that
one? Use the handle. Sends that one a bit high. He'll find the 2-1 count.
switches. Swung on.
That
That's a
one
drive
there.
to and
What a
gathered
play.
by Deacon Skogan.
He stumbled a little bit heading back for that, but he was able to catch his footing and make the play.
As I think we head into the bottom of the fifth, I think we want to do our shameless sponsor plug. We use products from Lenovo, Dell, HP, even companies like Gatorade. Whoever's watching, we'll take money from anybody.
Any company
Yeah,
that wants
just,
to give money to TSPN.
Just hit us up at tspn@trinityes.org.
Now, Titans, bottom of the fifth. This is what you gotta love. Not only is it a rivalry game from the two, one of the most well-known rivalries in the Richmond area, Trinity, Benedictine, but basically a playoff game where these teams are fighting for the 8-9 spot for the play-ins. Having the home field advantage is huge.
Well, I'm pretty sure only 8 teams actually make the state playoffs.
So it'd be the 9 and 8 play for the final spot. Currently, Benedictine is 9, Trinity's 8. If the Titans, despite their loss to Woodbury, if they do win at Benedictine, if they do beat Benedictine today, they will keep the 8 spot and they will host the home play-in game. Really a playoff game. If they lose here, they're probably going to fall to the 10 spot, and Benedictine will move up to 8, and I'm not sure which team will move into 10, but for the Titans, it's win or go home here.
I mean, you gotta love this kind of game right here. You got one of the biggest, I would say, the biggest private school rivalry in, if not high school rivalry in all of the 804.
Oh, yeah.
And 2 very talented teams, the 8 and 9 seed. It seems like every year, multiple Titan sports are facing the Cadets in a high stakes situation. And I mean, it really doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah, this is what you want in high school baseball.
Yeah, this as a player, this is a game you want.
And it's encouraging that the Titans, who have been struggling at the end of the last stretch of the season, have not gone down. They are only down 2-1. This is definitely still a winnable game. They haven't fallen under the pressure of this game being a very important game. And now, their chance, as we mentioned, senior leader Jackson Hobbs, we said going into the top of the 5th, the job of the Titans should just be trying to get back to Jackson Hobbs at bat now. Let's see, can he make the play? We just checked. Norfolk Academy is currently the 10 seed. If the Titans lose, Benedictine will move up to 9, and Norfolk Academy will move. Norfolk Academy will move into the 9 seed. Benedictine will go to the 8 seed.
He shows
Jackson
bunt,
Hobbs.
takes it back, and then swings on it for a miss.
Big hack there.
Yeah, he kind of rushed. Usually when you show bunt for a little longer, try and get the defense moving. But
They usually back out of it and don't even swing.
sometimes if you show early enough, you can back out and then swing, try and get the third baseman coming in, and then possibly bloop it over his head or get it past him. That's usually the thought there.
Okay.
But I feel like he took it back too late and then was unprepared for the pitch.
Yeah.
Now we got
Another big swing.
Yeah, another big swing. I think he needs to just shorten up, just get the bat on the ball. Jake Wise is throwing hard enough that if you make solid contact, even if you're not swinging 100%, it'll go far.
Great point.
And the 1-2 pitch is coming, and that is low for ball 2.
We didn't see much of this from the first couple innings out of Jake Wise. The balls low.
When you've been pitching for this long, though, the arm's
Yeah,
going to start to
exactly.
get tired, it starts to make mistakes.
The longer at bats, the at bats that get into full count, they're going to wear out his arm. And I think we're seeing a bit of fatigue here out of him.
And that's another one low for full count. I think this will be now. Full count.
Jackson Hobbs, the senior leader, what seemed like an at bat that was going to go poorly. He's forced the full count here. Jake Wise with the tired arm. Let's see.
As the J-Bob's chant start in the dugouts, he swings at Fouts just to stay alive. That was a good cut there.
Keeps the at bat alive.
Yeah,
and
able
again,
to stay alive there. You like to see that.
Again, giving Jake Wise that fatigue in his arms.
And full count offering comes again. And that hits him.
Great eye.
Yeah. That was way to wear it.
I didn't
Way
realize
to-
it hit him, but yeah.
It did, yeah.
Awesome.
Just nicked him. Way to wear it from Jackson Hobbs.
Either way, it didn't look like he was going to swing. He realized early on that it was going to come inside. Didn't risk anything and took his walk. Owen Geeson now up for the Titans.
And that bunt is skied foul.
I don't mind that though out of the Titans. Trying to advance. They've got no outs right now. Advance. Jackson Hobbs, second base. Nick Wise checks first base. Jackson Hobbs didn't take too big of a lead. Able to
Safely
make it
back
back
there.
safely.
And here comes the one pitch. Owen bunts, and that's another foul ball. So you can't bunt again, or because I don't know if y'all know this, but if you bunt and it's a foul ball on strike 2, it counts as strike 3, and you're out.
I did know that.
Yeah, that's a peculiarity of bunting. Because usually a foul ball. You can't strike out,
yeah.
but if you bunt foul, it does count. Titans in their second year under head coach Chris Garrity have had a really good season despite the 6-game skid. They've showed some promising signs of growth, as that is
Just one. He was able to make it.
Yep. So now that's 1 out, runner on runner on first.
No, that's not worst case scenario. They avoid giving up a play there.
And now pitcher Lawson McLeod up to bat. I know he's hit a couple home runs this season as well. So he's always going to be dangerous. And with Jake Wise, the tee kicking in, all it takes is one misfire down the middle and McLeod's going deep.
Yeah, McLeod standing, I believe it's 6'5". He's
A lot of power. A lot of power behind that bat.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think similarly to his pitching, he'll either make really solid contact and send one out, or it's more likely going to be a strikeout. He's swing for a fences kind of guys. That ball is high for ball 1. And pitch is
Just a bit inside of the right.
Yep. For
Good eye once again.
ball 2. Yeah, if you look in the Benedictine bullpen, someone's warming up out there.
Yeah. Not surprised me at all.
Yeah, Jake Wise has pitched 5 really solid, or 4 and a third really solid innings.
The Cadets are good about keeping these the runners on base for the Titans honest.
Titans have speed.
Yeah, they're not letting them get too far out though.
Here comes. Jake Wise comes set, and the pitch is. That's in there for strike 2.
Nice pitch right there.
Yeah. It looked like from this angle some sort of off speed.
Hey boys, I'm gonna watch this last pitch, then I gotta head out.
All right.
Okay, have fun at your meeting.
See this one.
He's gonna have to deliver for you before you leave.
Yeah. I gotta watch this last at bat real quick.
And the pitch is low for ball 3.
Full count.
Full count. Might be sending Owen Geeson here on a full count.
Now, if you're Lawson, you know maybe you think again about before you go for the fence.
Yeah.
Just take the walk. No, you don't need to be a hero here. If you're the Titans, you can get 2 on base, down 1. That would be very ideal. Definitely.
Yeah, even a walk really helps us out here. Oh,
And he goes down swinging.
Swing on and miss.
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure commentating this game with you.
Thank you,
Guys,
Matthias
have a
Rusi.
great day.
Yep.
Y'all have a great day as well.
Where's you going? Matthias, where are you going?
Each week meeting like parents and all of us that are in the house. He's at my house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whose house you in?
He's with like Tucker and Ben. Yo, get like Ben or Hagen to hop on.
Okay. Yep. He is. Headset too. And that is. Real's house is like close.
It's an encouraging contact. You know, it's encouraging hit for Evan Mackey. Great contact on that ball. Just a little bit wide. Going to go out for a foul ball. 0-1 count.
Yep. Evan Mackey trying to put a charge in one, advance the runner. Because then you bring up Speedster Deacon Scogan. And the pitch is swung on center field. That is down for a hit. Now we got runners on first and second here for the Titans.
Now with 2 on base, 1 on first, 1 on second. Up comes Deacon Scogan. Let's see, can Scogan just get on base? Don't need, you know, any heroics out of him either. Just, he's been good at getting on base early. He's very good at just sitting at bat for a long time, really making the
As
pitcher tired.
they're having a conversation on the mound. Coach Hobbs definitely talking to Deacon, let him know just need to have a quality at bat, try and get on base. You don't need to play hero right now.
Agreed.
Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Deacon Scogan.
Here comes first pitch.
Can he make the play?
Deacon Scogan. Jake Weiss is set, and the pitch. He bunts it, and that is
and
popped up to Jake Weiss.
lucky there for the Titans.
Yup.
And there is the inning.
That sends us into the top of the 6th.
You know, you would have liked to see maybe a little more. You know, maybe go for the bunt later in the count. Inconsistencies he might have, and Try to work his arm. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 6th inning.
I'd say this is a pivotal inning for the Titans. Like, playing with your backs against the wall in the bottom of the 7th is never a place you want to be. Certainly, it's fun to walk it off, but if we can get a run in the bottom, keep a 0 up there for the Cadets, that'd be huge.
Starting off with a 2-0 count. Three-0 count.
Game right here, make it hit you. Go right out, son. You can do it. Come, buddy.
Tucker, I don't know if you checked the weather, but it's gonna be great conditions for Saturday at our Virginia Prep League outdoor track and field meet. Yeah.
That's exciting.
If you're up in Orange County, pop out to Woodbury Forest School to watch us. I think we're gonna have a pretty competitive 4x800 meter relay team.
What the scouts are saying. And there's a walk.
Yup.
Austin McLeod unable to get a single strike there in the first hit with the first hitter for Benedictine. Now the Cadets able to get one to first. For the Cadets, this is what you want. You top of the 6th, up 1 run. Starting off with a walk is never a bad occurrence.
No, definitely not. And now we got a runner on first base. Got to update that. Yup. Owen Geeson definitely playing in. The Cadets have not shown shyness about bunting much this game. And here comes the pitch. As I was.
That's a foul ball.
Okay. Umpire calls foul ball, so that'll be strike 1, and he has to return to first base. Right now at the plate, we got number 10, Nate Sanders, the sophomore.
One count for McLeod here.
And the pickover is just a bit late. Lawson takes a peek to first, comes set. And the pitch is swung on and missed. That's a huge strike. Now you got 0-2 for Lawson up there.
Austin McLeod closes.
And pitch is inside for ball 1. Here comes 1-2 pitch from Lawson McLeod to, and time is called by the batter. Right as Lawson's about to throw it. I think that's just, I get it, what he's going for, trying to throw off the time and trying to get reset, but also that was a really late time call by the batter, Nate Sanders.
I believe this is the second time that Sanders has done this in the game. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of another player, but at least one other Benedictine hitter today.
And that
Has
is
done that.
skied to shortstop. Jackson Hobbs is under it. And that is
Well done out of Jackson Hobbs to get under that, make the catch. And now Titans have one out in this inning. All done by Lawson McLeod to bounce back after the swift walk.
And the pitch is just outside for ball 1. Here. Runner on first, 1 out for the Titans, and the pitch is swung on and missed.
Right down the middle for Lawson.
Yep,
1-1
1 and
count.
1 count. And another swing and a
1-2
miss.
count for McLeod.
I feel like that's a pitch that if it's not coming in so fast, you're able to hold off on. But just since it gets on you so quick, you have a whole lot less time to react. He probably made a rush decision to swing at that one. And that is in there for strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Lawson McLeod. What a slider.
Yeah, I don't think he could throw it any more down the middle there. Well done
Yep.
from McLeod. And now Titans looking at 2 outs in the top of the 6th. This is what you want. Lawson, let's see if he can close out this inning in a big way.
Definitely. And then going into the bottom, I know Coach Garrity will emphasize the necessity of getting the bats going. They've been rather slow today. We got one in the bottom of the 4th. Hopefully can get another here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch is high. Evan Mackey pumps to first. Nothing nothing found there.
I think again, we talked about it, and I believe it was essentially the top of the 4th. You know, if you're lost and you're okay giving up a walk here.
Oh, what a pitch by Lawson for strike 2. Looked like something off speed. Could have been a changeup. So let's see what he got here for the 1-2 offering. Trying to put him away. Send the Titans and outside. Evan Mackey, way to gather the ball.
Evan Mackey has really stepped up this year. He bounces back quick. From any mistakes that might occur, and he's played very well, especially in the second. Lawson collects himself here. He knows this is a big at bat, big pitch coming up. 2 count.
And the pitch is. Oh, I like that pitch. Blew behind the plate, did not.
Could have went either way. You know.
Yup. Now we got
Full count.
full count here. Runner on first will be running here. And that is in there for strike 3.
He closes it
Huge
out.
pitch from Lawson McLeod.
Lawson McLeod delivers again, keeping it within 1 run. Now the Titans bottom of the 6th. You really don't want to put the pressure on yourself in the bottom of the 7th to come up in it with a big way. So really now or never, put some runs on the board, at least tie it going into the 7th inning.
Definitely. I think Daniel Adams said it best yesterday was over at soccer, but he was talking about for soccer how it's first 5, last 5. Where like now's your time. You really gotta strike. You really gotta get some runs across.
Yeah, the Cadets have been on their heels all game, and if you're able to get a run and tie it, then
Definitely.
a collapse could be imminent. And I believe, are they switching?
They did switch pitchers now. It's number 5, Jason Kennedy, the junior.
I think we could see Jake Wise, pitching a full 7 innings is, especially at the high school level, is incredibly difficult, and his arm is starting to get tired. So I can't blame the cadet dugout opting to go for the switch. But now the junior hasn't pitched at all this game, coming in when it matters, let's see, can the Titans capitalize off of a fresh pitcher who's not warm yet, who just got in the game? Let's see what they can do. It looks like Tegan Logan going to be up at bat.
Yup. Coming into the top part of the order, Tegan, Cole, Jalen. That was really dangerous in the bottom of the fourth. Got our first run across. Yeah, Jason taking a little longer to warm up today. He's showing the slider here. And looks like it has pretty good movement, but got away from the catcher.
Garrity for the Titans, giving some last-minute wisdom to these hitters coming up. I mean, you know, it's now or never, and I think maybe the conservative approach is one that the Titans should welcome. They've had a lot of at-bats that have been quick strikeouts, and especially at the end of a game when you're down, you want to be out here at-bat for as long as possible. So as Tegan comes up, you know, he's going to look to try to have those quality at-bats and try to work this new pitcher and make him make a mistake.
You really got to stay aggressive here if you're the Titans. Here comes number 9, taking Logan at bat. He's played second for the Titans this season and takes strike one down the middle. And the pitch is swung on, driven to center field. And Rodri moves back and is able to gather that one.
I thought it had the distance, but just barely unable to go over the net there.
Yep.
Rodri on his back foot made a great play, though. Made it to the warning track and able to stay on his feet there, collect the ball.
Yeah, now we got Cole Hartley here, Milligan University commit. He scored the first run for the Titans with a double down the right field line. Or he got a double and then was able to be driven in by Jalen German. It's a 5-on-5 matchup as that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1 count.
One count here.
Yep. And ooh, that's a swing you don't want to be taking. Something you wish you could get back.
1-2 count for Harley.
Yeah. And that is a ball.
You know, from here it looked about as down the middle as you could have it, but I'm assuming it was a little bit too far to the right.
Yeah. Definitely a Benedictine catcher was looking for that call, but can't get it there. And the pitch is low, gets away from the catcher for a full count here.
You know, Harley on the ropes got up to 2 strikes early, but he is now forced the full count. Let's see, can he get on base? It'd be huge for the Titans early.
Definitely. Titans only got 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the full count offering is swung on and line to right center field for a single.
Great hit from Hartley.
And Benedictine able to get it into here quickly, but that's a big hit from Cole Hartley. Puts him on first base with dangerous hitter Jalen German up at plate with Vinny and J Hobbs all on deck, and in the hole.
That was it. They needed. Hartley delivers the senior leadership. He made the play. And now let's see, can Jalen German, with only one out on the board, he's got a little bit of freedom here to take a chance.
That is, pitch is high, well snagged from the catcher.
And this junior pitcher for the Cadets seemingly a little rattled after that one.
Yeah, Titans bench giving some chirps after that pitch over Jalen's head. And the next pitch is swung on for strike one. I feel like Cole Hartley might be going sometime here. He definitely has some wheels being our center fielder. And runner on second is a huge difference as only a single will score him from second.
Oh, yeah.
And the curveball is in there for curveball slider or something in there for strike two. I know Titans parents not liking that call. They thought it was outside.
No, I mean, yeah, you saw him pull back a bit. I think he thought the exact same thing.
And Cole Hartley barely able to get back.
At this point in the game, you really cannot give up an out like that. If you're going to give up an out, it better be from a mistake at bat.
Luckily, he was able to get back, and that ball is low for a 2-2 count here for Jalen German, trying to put a good swing on here. 2-2 pitch is popped foul. Not able to get it for the sophomore catcher from Benedictine.
Even though it was a foul ball, he kept himself alive, allowed him to stay in the game.
As Coach Garrity comes to talk with Jalen. Dang. I think he's just telling him stay composed, stay compact up there. You don't need to play hero. Don't need to get it all right here. We just need one from. Just need to get on base from Jalen German here. And the 2-2 pitch. Picks back. Cole Hartley there safely. Two pitch. Swan. That's a huge hit to left center. And that is caught at the warning track by Roger A. McWilliams. That was a huge hit ball. I thought that was out of here.
Distance. It came down right before.
Yup. Those are the hits. Those are the hits that kill her, because both you think about what could have been, and also didn't move the runner over. So now tall task for Vinny Fiske. He does have the short fence out in right field. With being a lefty, he should be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that if that ball went through, it'd be Titans up 3-2 right now. It's a lot different.
That was a huge hit. Just got ever so slightly under it from Jalen German.
But again, props to the Benedictine outfield. Did not quit on it. I believe that was Roger McWilliams again, able to get out there.
He's had some plays to rob the Titans of some hard hit balls this inning. Starting it off with Tagan. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike one.
1-1 count here.
And picks back for Cole Harley again at first to no avail. Oh, and that's chopped up the middle. Able to get through. Cole Harley stays at second.
Harley plays conservative. We like that out of Cole.
Yeah. And now we got Jackson Hobbs, the Averett University commit. I think they're D2, D3.
Yeah. Here we go. 2 outs. 1 on first, 1 on second for the Titans. Jackson Hobbs already had 1 incredible at bat, able to walk to first. Let's see if Hobbs can be the playmaker.
Yeah, they are at D3 school in Danville, Virginia.
Wise play from Jackson Hobbs there. 1-0 count. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
These are the games that matter.
Titans dugout really giving some energy to this game. I think the momentum, you could say, is in the Titans' favor. And that ball gets away from him. Cole Hartley gets to third, and Vinny Fiske gets to second. It's huge here. I think a hard hit single to the outfield will score both of them, which is just massive. Hey, Jackson talking to the third base coach here as Benedictine takes a timeout.
You know, here's the deal. I like this time out of the cadets. If you're the cadets coaching staff, you realize that the Titans, with all the momentum, like you said, things could get out of control quickly. Take the timeout, give them a chance to get their heads back in the game. Talk to your junior pitcher who has been throwing, has had his moments late in this game, but ultimately he has led up some big hits to allow the Titans to get on second and third. So now, with collected heads, can the cadets come out and make a play? But now the Titans, they had the timeout.
Yep.
Able to talk to their guys. Jackson Hobbs with 2 outs on the line. Can he make the play with
Yep.
a 2-0 count?
2-0 count. This is a hitter's count. If he gets something in his wheelhouse, I know he can drive it. And 2-0 pitch is out for ball 3. Huge pitch.
Here we go.
3-0 count.
If you're Hobbs, I don't think you swing it.
No, you're definitely taking it
throw a
here. Yeah, he hasn't thrown. He's been able to throw strikes consistently. And the pitch is in there for strike 1. 3-1 count. I think that's a good take from Jackson. That's not a pitch. That's not a pitch you're able to put a good swing on. So good take. Now 3-1, still a hitter's count. Still looking for something you can really drive, put a good swing on. And the pitch is swung on for strike 2. It's a big count here. Full count.
Full count?
Yup. Won't necessarily be going here, but
it's a big moment for Hobbs here.
Big moment here.
They do it.
And the full count pitch. In there for strike 3.
That's a crushing blow. The Titans in a great spot.
Yup. But Titans here just need to. They're still in this game. There's still time. Jackson, you can hear he's frustrated with himself after that one. But just needs to remember, we still got a full inning of baseball left.
And with a pitcher that has not given up a single run since he got in the game, the cadets have yet to been able to make a play. So if the Titans were very close there to getting a run.
Lawson McLeod comes back out on pitcher. And I've had coaches that always say, you make a mistake on hitting, you come back, you let your defense make up from it.
And show that the cadets have a weakness. And now I think if they're able to go into the bottom of the 7th with this score remaining intact, they got a serious chance to tie and go to extra innings or even win the game.
Definitely.
It all comes down to, in their outfield, can Lawson McLeod stop the cadets from putting more runs on the board?
Yeah, definitely.
The Cadets haven't seen a run since the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Both teams really been in a dry spell.
Yeah, this has definitely been a pitcher's duel. Jalen Durbin and Lawson McLeod combined only 2 runs in 6 innings, which is really good for them.
And, you got to give props to, Benedictine.
Yeah. Jake.
Comes in, the junior, comes in, 3-0 count, able to work it back to a full count and throw that strike. I mean,
yeah, that was
that's
an
why they got him
impressive
again.
at bat from the pitcher Jason Kennedy, as that ball is fouled out over left. Lawson staying composed despite he knows the pressure's mounting on his team. That ball is not in there for ball 1. That pitch is in there. Strike 2. These are some really pretty pitches from Lawson McLeod. Really able to keep the Titans in here.
Good count.
Definitely.
Stakes on. Right. Not for everybody. Just for the person.
Oh, that is just out of there. Just outside.
Full count for McLeod.
You got him, Lawson. Let's go, bud.
Definitely a huge pitch here. We really want to limit base runners. Limit any opportunities the Cadets have here. Batter calls time. That pitch is fouled out.
Well done to just stay at bat for Benedictine. That's numbers.
Number 17, Owen Smith, the senior. You got any exams tomorrow, Tucker?
I do. I have AP Stat and IB English.
Oh, that's a brutal double for you. Hey, as
Lawson.
Owen is able to draw the walk. I wish you luck on both of those.
Thank you. Lawson, he's been clutch for the Titans since he's come in the game now. 7th inning, where the legends are making Lawson show his skill one more time and force 3 outs here.
Yeah, definitely. Pitch 1 is outside for a ball.
Now the Titans are going to take an opportunity, talk to McLeod, get his head back in the game. I think walking the first, walking Benedictine, allowing 1 to get on base. Not that we wanted to start at the top of the 7th, but the Titans have recovered before. There have been at least 2 innings today where the Cadets have had someone on 3rd ready to go to home, and the Titans haven't folded under the pressure. So after this timeout, let's see, can McLeod calm himself down a bit and close out this inning?
Yeah. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is high for ball 2. Lawson really got to stay composed here, keep throwing strikes, as we've seen him do all game. He's really mowed it down when he can get it in the strike zone. That ball is fouled into the back net. That is Aiden Conley really showing some hustle. He deals. And that is Jackson to Tegan. Oh, not able to get there in time. That was 6-4 for 1. Not able to get to 3 for this double play.
but you'll take that out.
Yeah,
and
definitely,
get-
definitely.
Give up that first base there.
Yeah,
Well done.
here comes Roger McWilliams. Has had some really impressive plays out in center field to stop the Titans that last inning. Jalen German almost had a home run there, but it collected at the warning track by Rodre. Let's see if Lawson can handle him. I know he struck him out last time at bat.
We know where Rodre's offensive threat comes. That's going to be a
Ball high.
we know his offensive repertoire is really once he gets onto base.
Yeah, he
Rodre
definitely
very
can.
fast. He
Definitely can make a lot happen with his legs.
so really, you might see a couple of bunts come out.
As you can see, Rodre, he was pulling the bat down for a bunt. Yeah, he was clutching the upper part of his the lower part of his barrel, trying to lay one down. Yup, here comes the bunt. Pulls back, gets to second, and he is just in there. Oh, that was a beautiful throw by catcher Evan Mackey.
That was an absolute laser across the field by Evan Mackey, but it was a very close call, and that's a great steal out of the Cadets.
Yep. 2-out count for Roger McWilliams. I think he will be trying to bunt again. He showed last time but pulled back. And the pitch in there for strike one. That's a huge pitch from Lawson.
Needed that after the stolen base.
Trying to get two down here. Then that runner on second doesn't necessarily look as dangerous. And that is swung on for strike two. Runner does not advance on the drop from Evan Mackey. And the pitch is swung on, sent to center field. Cole Hartley is there. He tagging from second. Cole with the laser. Oh, and that just gets past Owen Geese. That was a laser from Cole Hartley. Now we got 2 outs, runner on third. Hopefully Lawson McLeod can keep that runner on third. Now we got Luke Moore, number 7 for Titans. I think Lawson has made quick work of him in the past couple at bats.
Yeah, really, the predicament here is, you can't have an error here that's going to allow this runner on third to.
Yeah, Evan Mackey really got a block behind the dish,
and he's been solid as of late. So
yeah, definitely.
If you're Lawson, you just got to have a clean 3 strikes, and you go into the 7th, and you kind of make your own destiny from there.
Here comes the pitch. That is tipped foul, right in the glove of Evan Mackey. 1 strike here for Luke Moore.
He's swinging.
Yeah, definitely. He's trying to get this run home, expand the lead, but Lawson, he was just late on that one. I think he's been late on a number of Lawson's dealings. That's a ball here, well collected by Evan Mackey. Do you know who we got coming up in the bottom of the 7th?
Who?
I was asking you.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it might be Lawson and Evan Mackey, if I remember correctly.
You want to count here?
Lawson, Evan Mackey, and Owen in some order. I'm not exactly sure what. And that pitch is low for a 3-1 count here for Lawson. He's been down in these counts before, but he has been able to fight back. Let's see if he can do it again here. Get this 3rd out.
Yeah, this really matters here. You're Lawson. You don't want to put one on first and one on third.
That was a pot by him for strike 2. Full count here.
Forces the full count at 2 outs. I mean, this is playoff baseball right here.
Definitely. Both of these pitching staffs have been lights out. Oh, and that gets past Evan Mackey.
Bobble it.
Oh, and it hit him. I think that hit him. So the runner stays on third. That was incredible hustle by both Lawson McLeod and Evan Mackey as the runner was coming home. But that did just nick number 7. Okay, the umpires are talking it over. Neither coach seems to know what's happening. And I guess
Holmes seemingly signaled the out.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what happened. A hit by pitch. It was a hit by pitch, I think. I think that's what they called it. Yeah. Yeah, Pitley would be dead. I think it was a. Okay, Lawson McLeod taking a break. He really put his body on the line after that. But I think, yeah, it seems that what happened was the ball just nicked the batter, got away from
Classy as usual.
No tensions in a game like this.
Yeah,
they're gonna play.
Yeah, Benedictine bench getting a little chirpy. Yeah.
You know, now it's up to Lawson. Can he?
Can he fight back? Yeah.
He's got to come back with his own game and
we know he can do it.
make a play. I believe scoreboard still says a 3-2 count, but that's gonna get reset.
Okay, here we go, Lawson.
Here we go.
Hey, runner on first and third. I'm assuming that runner on first is going to be stealing. That is a ball up. It's a dangerous position with 2 on, 2 outs. Lawson just needs.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, umpire gives a warning to the Benedictine bench. Okay. I don't know. As a baseball player myself, that just looks like supporting your team. They didn't necessarily seem to be going after Lawson on that one. But this seems like no nonsense, as that is strike 1 in there. 1-1 count.
Lawson comes out and is able to quiet down the Benedictine dugout for a second. 1-1 count.
Do y'all ever have that sort of? Do y'all have chipping like batters chirp, like benches chirping like that during games in soccer? Is that more of a baseball thing?
It's really more. It's really more from a field that you're gonna have the chirping.
Okay.
Just because you're constantly running back and forth. But yeah, definitely in a game like baseball where there's a lot of stoppage. It leaves more room for the benches to get active and talk.
Bench. Yup. And that ball is high.
And Lawson might have just.
And.
That's a critical mistake from Lawson McLeod. He way overthrew it. Evan Mackey couldn't have really done anything about it, and the Cadets able to go up 3-1 now. Still not the end of the world, but if you're the Titans, you've got to get out of this inning. If you go up to 4-1 or 5-1, it's going to be a lot harder to come back and win.
And here's the 3-1 count for Lawson McLeod. Definitely needs to lock in under this pressure, get the out here. And the pitch is in there for strike 2. Full count here.
Well done by Lawson to bounce back.
Huge pitch here for Lawson. Really needs to get out of this inning, get the bats going. You can definitely feel. I know there was momentum in the. And he went around. That is strike 3 for the Titans. Huge pitch. Titans down 2 as we go into the bottom of the 7th inning.
All things considered, the Titans were going to have to score 2 runs anyway to win the game. So
now you just got to score 2 to tie it.
You got to score 2 to tie. So, down 2 runs and 2 runs in 1 inning is not ridiculous.
No, definitely not.
Definitely, it could have been worse. Could have been better. So, the Titans now really in control of their own their own future here. If they win this game, they likely have a shot at the playoffs. If they lose, they may fall out and be taken over in ranking by Norfolk Academy. So it's a great spot to be for the Titans. It's up to you now. Do you come out? Do you make the plays you need to at least tie this game and send it to extra innings, maybe even win in this inning here? Or are you going to lay down, let Benedictine take this from you, especially when they came into your home home field and
I know.
have been chirping all game?
Yeah, definitely. Tensions have been flaring. I feel like Titans need to use that and get some tough hits. The unfortunate thing about baseball, unlike soccer, unlike basketball, is playing harder doesn't necessarily mean better results.
Agreed.
I know in basketball, I've had games where you can feel the tension flaring, you can feel the pressure, and then you take it yourself. You go down the line and you get the bucket. But in baseball, you got to stay patient. You got to stay composed. You cannot let the pressure get to your head, or you definitely won't.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if you're a fan of baseball at all, you gotta love this game. The implications of this game,
Huge, massive, yeah.
the drama, just all that's happened in this game today. It's been fantastic. And now, bottom of the seventh, a very winnable game for the Titans, but also can the Cadets hold on? Up comes Owen Geeson at bat. This is what it's all about. Here we go.
Yeah, we got Owen, Lawson, and then Evan Mackey, and then we're back to the top of the order. And pitch is in there for strike one. It's getting serious. Tucker Tedderton has to take off his sunglasses. You know it's getting serious when that happens.
Oh yeah.
That pitch is
1-1 count here.
inside. Yep, for a ball. There's a really good eye for from Owen Geeson. And the pitch is low for a ball in there. Yeah, now you're getting into the territory where you can start to be a little more picky about what pitches you take and what you don't.
Agreed.
Uh, 2-1 pitch comes, and that is chopped foul right back to the backstop by Owen Geeson. 2-2 count. Owen calls time. I'd say that's a classy timeout. Not waiting for till the pitcher's in his windup.
Good composure.
That's a ball. 3-2 count.
Here we go. Great composure from Geeson not to swing there.
We've had some really big full counts here in this game. This is another one for the junior Jason Kennedy. Another time, really trying to ice the pitcher here. And here comes the full count pitch. He deals. And that is swung on to the first baseman. He is able to handle it himself for the first out. Cadets throw it around.
1 out now. Up comes Lawson McLeod.
Lawson McLeod has had some huge innings out on the mound. Now hopefully he can help himself.
Here we go, Lawson McLeod, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the clutch gene.
And that is ball 1.
Love that out of Lawson. Don't need to
Definitely.
swing at it early, especially if it's looking out of the zone.
Yeah, definitely. And here comes 1-0 pitch. That is
Well
low.
done by Lawson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yup.
2-0. 2-0 count. That pitch very low.
Yep, 2-0 count for Lost McLeod. He's looking for something in his wheelhouse. He definitely has some pop if he gets a hold on one. Can send one over that left field wall. And the pitch is. That is swung and fouled. 2-1 count now. Here comes the pitch. It is low, 3-1 count. Huge at bat from Lawson, trying to get this Titans rally started. Trying to get on base and then eventually get the Titans on the board in this bottom of the 7th inning. Swung on and missed. Full count now. It's another big full count, like as we said. Definitely seemed to be working the pitcher's arm, but let's see if we can finish it out here.
Yeah, I mean, that pitch was low. I think it would have been a ball if he didn't. Yeah, I mean, he went for it. You can't, if you go for it, you got to commit, and that's what he did. Full count, see what he does.
And that is in there for strike 3. Strike 3 looking is not what you want, but here we got.
And now it falls to
Evan Mackey, the sophomore. This is some. You got big at-bats here. The unfortunate thing is, since Evan is your best catcher, you don't really want to pinch hit for him. I know Dylan Friedman has been hot the past couple of games. Yeah, and that is swung on and missed for strike 1. Hey, you can't let the nerves get to you. I know he is just a sophomore, but like staying composed is the best thing.
Agreed.
Can't let the moment get to you. It's any other at bat. You're always just trying to get a solid swing on it. And now Titans down to their final strike here. Evan Mackey.
Game on the line here for Evan Mackey. Let's see, can he do it?
Here comes the pitch. And it is swung on,
He hits it
sent, and that is over the head, and Evan Mackey goes 2. He might be heading 3, and he is in there for the double. Huge double.
Evan Mackey, the sophomore, clutches up.
What a double from Evan Mackey.
Second base, and now the Titans got Dylan Friedman coming up with 2
Yeah,
outs.
must have gotten lost over the head of the right fielder. That was a huge at-bat. Way to stay composed when you're down at 2 strikes.
You know, game on the line.
Now we got
I mean,
pinch hitter Dylan Friedman in here. Dylan Friedman, also a multi-sport athlete. He was our center for Titan football and is committed to play tight end at Virginia Military Institute.
I mean, I think all of our hearts sank when that pitch came in, but Evan Mackey delivered, and now in Dylan Friedman we trust.
Yeah, Dylan Friedman, huge at bat here with 2 outs. 2-out rallies, I'd say, are some of the most fun and most stressful parts of baseball. We saw one in the 6th inning. And here comes the pitch. And that is ball up.
Great eye by Dylan Friedman. Composure. Do not swing.
And the pitch. Oh, that is in there for ball 1. We didn't like that. We didn't like that one, but 1-1 count. Dylan Freeman with the pitch hit. I know he scored our lone run against Woodbury Forest yesterday, and hoping we can get another one here today.
Hey, Dill, here we go. Do a job, Dill, do a job. Let's go, Dill. Hey, turn me up, Dill, let's go. Big Dill.
And that pitch is in there for ball 2.
And that's about as straight down the middle as you can get.
Yeah, Titans again down to their final strike.
1-2. 1-2 count, ladies and gentlemen.
Here comes the
Dylan
pitch
Freeman we
from
trust.
Dylan Freeman. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't get the runner on second from Evan Mackey's huge double.
Here we go. And Dylan Freeman we
Here we
trust.
go. The pitch. And that is swung on, dropped third, and they are able to get him
There
out
it is,
on
ladies
the
and
drop
gentlemen.
third strike.
That's the game.
That is the third out for your Trinity
Titans
Titans.
fall to the Cadets 3-1. What a game it was. The Titans fighting back at the end there. They just couldn't put the piece together to close it out, and they gave up some runs early that really came back in the end.
Definitely a heartbreaking loss for the Titans. They did have a number of opportunities, but we'll be back with you senior night. Not sure if we're broadcasting that or not, but if you're in the area, come support the Titans. They've had a rough last couple weeks. They can use the support.
Yeah, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to watch the broadcast. We hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday night. It's been TSPN. Good evening.